Assalamualaikum children. Welcome to the science class for the grade 5. So children, in our previous video we have started our first lesson, that is plant reproduction. Before going to continue our topic, just recall whatever we have learnt in our previous class. We have learned that plants are living things. Yes, as they are living things, they reproduce and increases in number. Reproduce is nothing but reproduction is nothing but giving rise to new babies. Okay, the organism which can give rise to a young ones of their own kind. So plants reproduce through seeds, stems, leaves, yes or no, and spores. We have seen that how the plants are grown from seeds, and we have seen the parts of a seed. We have done this activity, then seed germination. So children, in our today's class we'll learn how the plants grows from stems. What you can see in the picture children? Very good, it's a potato. So some plants such as potato and ginger can reproduce through stems. So they reproduces through stems. As you can see, they are the underground stems. Okay, potato and the ginger are underground stems. They have the buds. Buds are nothing but the eyes on them. Okay, the buds are known as eyes. As you can see here, these are known as eyes. This one. Okay, these are known as eyes. So a piece of their stem have an eye that can grow into a new plant. As you can see in the picture, you see, from that eyes only a new plant grows. As in our houses, money plant will be there. Yes, money plant, rose, hibiscus and sugarcane, these are the some plants that grow from stem cutting. So they grows from the, this is nothing but a stem, this one. Okay, this is nothing but a stem that grow from the stem. But if we cut the stem, this one, if we cut the stem, okay, this one, if we cut the stem from any of these plants and put it in the soil, we'll take this and we'll put it in the soil, it will grow into a new plant. See here children, activity have been given here. Take a potato with eyes on it. Now I showed no eyes, so cut piece from the potato. Each should have at least one eye. Put them in the soil and watch them grow. They'll grow like this. Okay, you can take the stem of the money plant also, money plant, and stand it in water. Watch the roots, how the roots will grow. So from this what you have understood, that how the plants are growing from the stems. The next part is growing plants from roots. So from the roots, how plants have been grown. Let's see. Plants like sweet potato, dahlia, carrot, radish and turnip can grow. So these plants can grow new plants from the roots. If you cut the top portion of the carrot and plant it in the ground, a new plant will grow from it. Plants like sweet potato, dahlia, carrot, radish and turnip. So how you will get the new plant from these roots? If you cut the top portion of a carrot and plant it in the ground, a new plant will grow from it. Next, growing plants from leaves. As you can see in the picture, that is the bryophyllum plant. Okay, bryophyllum plant produce new plants from the margins of its leaves. These are the margins. Margins are nothing but the corners. Okay, the tiny platelets fall off the ground and grow into a independent plant. This will be fall down and that grows into a new plant. Next, growing plants from spores. As you can see in the picture, this is a fern plant. Okay, plants like ferns grow from the spores. Spores are found on the undersides of the leaf. Under means inside. Okay, they doesn't have the flowers. The spores fall on the ground and grow into a new plant. As the mosses and liverworts also reproduce with the help of these spores only. Our next topic is seed dispersal. What do you mean by seed dispersal? Dispersal is nothing but scattering. Okay, how the seed will be scattered from one place to another place. As you know, plants cannot move by themselves. Yes, but they are living things, but they cannot move from their place. If the seeds fall and grow beneath the parent plant, there will be overcrowding. So just imagine all the seeds are falling on one place only. So what happened? Totally overcrowding occurs, yes? They won't get enough nutrients, space, warmth for each plant. So it is important that seed has dispersed over a wide area where they get sunlight, air, water and space to grow. Okay, scattering of seeds away from the mother plant is known as seed dispersal. As I already told you, that scattering of seeds away from the mother plant, that is known as seed dispersal. Scattering of seeds away from the mother plant is called dispersal. For what? To get the enough sunlight, air, water and space to grow. Because of this purpose, the seed will be dispersed. Now, how the seeds will be dispersed? How are the seeds dispersed? Let's see. Seeds have special features that help them to disperse. What are the features? The factors that help in seed dispersal are how they will be dispersed: by wind, by water, by animals and human beings also. They are the agents of seed dispersal. So these are the agents of seed dispersals. So your first agent is wind. How the seed dispersed by wind? As you know that some seeds are very light. The seeds of orchid are almost as fine as dust. They are carried to a new plant by the wind. Here the example of dandelion seeds have been given. Cotton, as you know, cotton and dandelion seeds have hair-like structures. These act like little parachutes and carry the seeds away from the parent plant. So like parachute they'll work, okay, and they'll move from the parent plant. Next, dispersal by water. Fruits of certain plants are carried by water. Lotus has spongy light fruit that helps it to float away from the mother plants. Lotus, okay, fruit will be floating away from the mother plant. The thick fibrous coat of the coconut helps it to be carried away. Coconut can travel for thousands of kilometers across seas and oceans without decaying. This coconut will be carried away with water. It germinates on reaching the shore. If it gets the right condition, it germinates. Okay. Then dispersal by animals. Now how seeds will be dispersed by animals? Let's see. Some plants have juicy fruits that many animals and birds eat. The seeds come out in their droppings. This can be far away from the parent plant. Like example, jamun, cherry and apple seeds are dispersed in this way. So animals and birds will eat while eating, what happens, some seeds will be dropped down. Okay, while eating, while they are flying away, some seeds will be dropped down and in this way that seeds will be dispersed. Even we human beings also eat fruits like orange, mango, pear, plum. Yes, the flesh is eaten and the seeds are thrown away. So from after eating, we'll just throw it off and that seeds can grow into a new plant. As you can see in the picture, bird eating berries. Some fruits like tiger claw, datura and burdock have seeds with hooks. They stick to the fur of animals and are carried away. As near our surrounding also we can find this datura and yes, all the other fruits. So what happens, they'll have the hook like structure and that will be stuck to the animal's fur, and by this way they'll be carried away to the other place. Now dispersal by explosion. Some fruits like the lady's finger, balsam and peas explode or burst open with great force, scattering the seeds away from the parent plants. As you can see in the lady's finger, in the picture, lady's finger and peas, what happens? This will be burst and open with great force. As that will be burst, the seeds whatever is there inside, that will be come outside from the mother plant and the seeds will be carried away from the mother plant. This is seed dispersed by explosion. That's it. Hope for today. You have understood. We'll continue the next topic in our next video. Till that time, revise all this. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.